So, hi! Welcome once again to M5's English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan, and I'm here on your TV screen to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay, well, let's learn English together. Well, now, here we all are once again. You're over there, out there, somewhere in Hungarian TV land, and I'm locked inside your TV. Great. Well, hopefully after the next 15 minutes, after our lesson for the day is over, done and dusted, they'll let me out of the TV and I'll be able to go home for a coffee. All right, well, now that's out of the way, how are you all today? Are you having a wonderful Wednesday? Yes? Well, you know what you have to do, don't you? Yes, in order to make sure that your day continues on the path that it's on. On this great, happy day, remember that this is Wednesday. And think about the implications, the consequences of that fact. Yes, it's the massive problem we've got with Colossus. In fact, the problem's bigger than that, isn't it? So, what's bigger than massive? Well, I reckon I can think of one adjective which means something bigger than massive, and it's a very relevant adjective too. That adjective, the adjective that I'm thinking of is the adjective colossal. Yes, and you can see why I think that this adjective is relevant, can't you? Yes, it's obviously connected to Colossus, isn't it? Yes, it is, but it's a long, winding path that leads from one word to the next, apparently. It started out with the Greek word kolossos, which the Greeks used to describe the statues standing outside Egyptian temples. Then, this word was picked up by the people who spoke Latin, and then it was adopted into the French language. The Brits then heard the French using it and thought it was a really cool word. So they nicked it and started using it as an English word. So it's been around the block, this word. And so here we come, full circle. Surely you all agree with me that the best English adjective to describe Colossus is the adjective that came from Colossus, a colossal colossus. All right, but that's not the problem, is it? We all know what the problem is, don't we? Yes, we do. We're here, moving through Wednesdays, and that means that we're passing under Colossus, the colossal colossus, all day long. And, well, we're not sure what he's wearing on his lower body, are we? And it'd be okay if we were somewhere else, watching from a hillside, for example, but we're not, are we? No, we're traveling under him, and for all we know, he might be wearing holy pants. And that, I can guarantee, would ruin our day. So, it's Wednesday, so stick to the tactics that we worked out. Keep your eyes fixed on the horizon. Keep your eyes peeled for Friday. It's out there, somewhere beyond the horizon, but it's getting closer and we might catch a glimpse of it. And yes, I know, and you all know, that the Earth is round, so we can't see over the horizon. But just keep your eyes peeled and don't look up, whatever you do. All right, now let's get started properly. So, what did we do yesterday? Yes, I know and you know. We looked at some verbs, some regular and some irregular. And we looked at the past simple forms and the past participles of those verbs, didn't we? Yes. But now we're going to look at something else. We're going to practice talking about the future. Yes, you didn't see that one coming now, did you? No? I'm just keeping you on your toes, keeping you guessing, making sure that your brain is always on its toes, paying attention. Okay, so here are the exercises. Have a look at these questions. They're easy. They're multiple choice, and we know how to deal with those, don't we? Yes. So, remember that we're talking about the future here. So, here's the first one. Let's do it together. Okay? My mum, doodaloo, get out of prison next week. A, gets. B, will. C, is getting. D, going to. Okay, but we can also use the present continuous to talk about things in the future, can't we? Yes. So we could also use the present continuous tense here. But, and here's the thing, only one of the four possible answers is correct, isn't it? Yes, and which one is it? F. F? What do you mean F? There's no F there. Stop being daft. Let's try again. Which one is the correct answer? Yes, B. That's the only one which works well. A is wrong for two reasons. Firstly, we don't use the present simple for the future, only when we're talking about timetables and schedules and things like that, or future certainties. But apart from that problem, because we could be talking about a certainty in the future, something which is certain to happen, there's another problem. We've already got the verb and we can't repeat the verb. That doesn't make any sense. My mum gets out of jet. Silly. Okay, so as we've already said, B is the correct answer. My mum will get out. Will, the pure future, the one we use to predict what we think will happen in the future, or to say what will happen. Things over which we don't have any control. The sun will rise tomorrow. I will be older tomorrow. So here, this isn't a prediction. This is just us letting other people know what we know will happen. It's something which is out of our control. The sun will rise. I will be older. Mum will get out of prison. Okay, what about C? Well, we could use the present continuous. That wouldn't be a problem. But here, it's the same problem as we had in A. The sentence structure doesn't allow it. If the sentence only had the present continuous, then okay, my mum is getting blah, 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 blah. Fine. But in this sentence, we've got the verb there, get out. And we can't have my mum is getting get out. That's too many verbs. All right, and what's wrong with D? Well, again, it's possible to use going to, isn't it? Yes, of course it is. Most of the time when we're talking about the future, we either use will or going to. We normally use going to when we're talking about something which is planned or arranged, something which isn't spontaneous, something which we or someone else planned. So, someone being released from prison? Yes, well, that's the sort of thing which is planned, isn't it? Yes, and that means that this would be a perfect situation for us to use going to, doesn't it? Yes, but it's a question of form once again. How do we use going to? There's something we need, isn't there? Yes, we make going to using the verb to be. I am going to, you are going to, etc., etc. So for that reason, because the answer doesn't feature the verb to be, but only going to, that means that we can't use it correctly here. So the answer is B. All right, now have a look at the others. Did you remember to order a pizza? Oh no, I forgot. I call the pizza place now. A, no, it was 4-0 at half time. B, did. C, am going to call. D, will. Okay, so that's an easy one, isn't it? Yes. Well, for a start, A is completely wrong. What? 4-0 at half time? That's not the right answer, is it? No, that one's barking up the wrong tree. Okay, what about B? No, wrong. Once again, that's the past simple, and we're talking about the future, so that's wrong. Also, look at the sentence. Think about what sentence that would give us. Oh no, I forgot. I did call the pizza place now. It doesn't make any sense. The last word in the sentence is now. And how can we have I did call connected to now? Wrong. Okay, what about C? Well, the tense works, but the idea is wrong, isn't it? Yes, someone's asking if we did something, and we can see by the reaction, oh no, I forgot that we have to do it now. So we forgot, and now, spontaneous decision. We have to phone them now. It's not a plan, is it? No, it's spontaneous, which means yes, it's D. I will. I'll call the pizza place now. Excellent. Next. Why are you getting the jack out of the boot? Because we've got a puncture. I change the wheel. I help you. A, will. B, going to, will. C, will, going to. D, am going to, will. All right, what about this one? Well, what do you think? I will change the wheel. Is it a spontaneous idea? No, I have to do this. So it's something that I planned. As soon as I realized that we had a puncture, I knew what I had to do. So it's not spontaneous. It's something that I have to do. It's something that I decided to do. I have to. All right, but what about the next part? What about the second will? Well, that's fine. Someone is offering to help or do something, and we use will to offer spontaneous help. So, we know the correct answer for the second part. Now let's find the correct answer for the first part. What about B? Nope, no good. The second part's fine, but the first part only has going to without the verb to be, so that's not correct grammatically. Next, what about C? Nope. We know that will isn't right for the first one, so that's out. Also, we know that will is the correct answer for the second part, so also for that reason, C is out, which leaves D. And is D okay? Yes, going to, but this time with the correctly conjugated form of the verb to be, I am going to, and then will for the offer of help. D's the answer. Next. You eat any more of this pizza, or shall I tell the waiter to take it away? A, will. B, going to. C, are going to. D, have. All right. Which one is correct? Yes, I'm asking about your intentions, your plans. It's going to, isn't it? Yes. And what does that mean? Well, for a start, that means that A and D can be discarded immediately. It's not will, and have is a red herring. So, which one of the two is it? B or C? Yes, it's C, isn't it? Yes, and why is it C? Yes! Right again. It's C because B hasn't got the verb to be. And without the verb to be, going to isn't enough to make a proper sentence, is it? All right, so we know that it's C, but what's the actual correct sentence? It's a question, isn't it? Yes, and that means that we have to change the structure of the sentence, don't we? Okay, so what do we have to do? Yes, if we're making a positive sentence, it's S plus V plus O. Subject, verb, object, if there is one. And the form for a question? V plus S plus O. Verb, subject, object. So, change it. You are going to eat becomes, are you going to eat? So, are you going to eat any more of that pizza? Or shall I tell the waiter to take it away? Excellent! Well done. Next, what you do when you grow up? I be a professional football player. A, will. B, be going to, will. C, will, be going to. D, be going to, be going to. Okay, so which is the correct answer? Yes, that's right. It's not A, it's not B, it's not C, it's D. Yes, and why is it D? Well, the question is asking about a plan, isn't it? And the only answers we have in the answers are options related to plans and options related to spontaneous decisions. So we can't use will. We can't say that I will be a professional footballer. I might want that, but I don't know that it will happen. It's too difficult to say that. So in this question, both of the answers are connected to a plan that someone has. They're both connected to going to. So that means that the only possible answer is D. And what about the form we have to use? There's a question there, isn't there? Yes, okay, so what's the question? Yes, that's right. It starts with a question word, which means we follow the pattern QW plus AV plus S plus V. Question word, what? Auxiliary verb, correctly conjugated, are. Subject, you. Verb, going to do. So, what are you going to do when you grow up? And the answer? I'm going to be a professional football player. Excellent! And also, all the time we have for today. Yes, our 15 minutes is up, and it's time for me to leave you, if I can. Hopefully the gods of TV will let me leave the TV and I'll be able to go home and have a coffee. I'm off to try and get out of the TV. If I do manage to get out, I'll come back, I promise. And I'll see you all tomorrow. If I don't manage to get out, I'll still be here tomorrow. Win-win. I'm not sure. Anyway, you lot have fun, whatever you do, and no matter what, come hell or high water, I'll see you back here tomorrow. See you later. Oh, and www.mediaclick.hu. Bye!